Hey everybody, Cinephile Mike here. We're in season 4 of award season reviews, counting down to the 98th Academy Awards with 98 reviews in 98 days. Quick reminder before we dive in, if you don't want to miss any of these, please make sure that you click that button and subscribe to the channel. Look, we are in our 7th theme week and it is documentary week. I'm looking at 7 documentaries all shortlisted for the Oscars, and we're going to see which ones get those spots tomorrow when those nominations are announced. Today I am discussing Oscilloscope's Mistress Dispeller. Directed by Elizabeth Lowe, the film premiered at the Venice Film Festival in 2024 before having its qualifying theatrical run this past October. Mistress Dispeller opens with a clear and shocking disclaimer. In China, individuals who discover their spouse is having an affair can hire professionals to help end it. What follows, director Elizabeth Lowe tells us, is a real unfolding case, unscripted, unrehearsed, and documented with the consent of everyone involved as their understanding of both the film and the process evolved. From that point forward, Lowe places us inside an intimate situation that feels both deeply personal and culturally specific, yet so immediately universal in the emotional stakes. At the center of the film is Wang Zhenxi, known as Teacher Wang, who works as a professional Mistress Dispeller. Hired by Miss Li at the urging of her brother after she discovers a suspicious text message on her husband's phone, Teacher Wang inserts herself into the lives of Mr. Li and his mistress Fei Fei. Going undercover as a trusted confidant, she offers guidance, emotional support, and subtle manipulation, all with the stated goal of saving the marriage rather than destroying it. What makes the situation especially compelling is that none of the individuals involved initially want the marriage to end. And we're going to see if it does. And to get there, as we watch this film unfold, we spend time with our 4 central figures. We have Mrs. Li, who grapples with self-doubt and questions whether seeking outside help makes her look weak. We have Mr. Li, who's caught between guilt and obligation, and also that desire for wanting something more. We have Fei Fei, the younger woman searching for meaning in her life, looking for stability, and Teacher Wang, who navigates her role as mediator, counselor, and strategist. Along the way, Mistress Dispeller widens its lens, touching on shifting attitudes towards marriage in modern China, and includes an interesting statistic that's captured on film that only 3% of families report being very happy, while nearly a quarter describe themselves unhappy. And the result is a portrait of a relationship under siege that's shaped by tradition, expectation, and quiet desperation. What makes Mistress Dispeller so engrossing is how visibly perspectives shift over time. Not just for the people on screen, but for us as the viewers. When filming begins, most participants believe they're contributing to a documentary about relationships, unaware of the full scope of Teacher Wang's role. Only Mrs. Li, Teacher Wang, and the director understand the situation entirely from the outset, which creates a rare and compelling form of dramatic irony as we watch these conversations unfold, knowing more than some of the people that are living through them, particularly as Teacher Wang becomes more embedded into the emotional lives of the Lis and Fei Fei. Lowe's filmmaking approach really heightens the effect. There's no traditional talking head interviews, little, explanatory framing. Instead, the camera often feels invisible, capturing moments so natural that it seems like the subjects forget that they're being filmed, aided by the use of, as I did some research explains, they would often hide some of the cameras, like they knew they were being recorded, but it was just go about your life. Long, uninterrupted shots of conversations dominate the film, often consisting of 2 people seated at a table having a conversation, yet the tension is so palpable. And by withholding, those traditional documentary tropes, it allows for the discomfort and the emotional manipulation to play out in real time, making even the smallest shifts in tone feel massive. Visually and structurally, the film is deceptively precise. Lowe served as her own cinematographer, and she punctuates these intense interior moments with some striking exterior imagery. We get some wedding photo sessions that are staged in these idealized poses. We get some aerial views of China that suggest, the scale and scope and distance. and just images of looking at the institution of marriage itself. Brian McComber's score is used sparingly but effective, accenting only key moments rather than guiding our emotions throughout. Edited by Charlotte Munch Bernstein with Lowe, the film builds its story patiently, allowing it to evolve organically. And by the end, Mistress Dispeller feels almost a little less like a documentary and almost like a blueprint for what could become a narrative film and almost any genre. Like you could see something like this going into a comedy, romantic comedy route, a psychological drama, or a suspense thriller. And the power here is that, none of this is staged. It's just real people in real consequences with a moral complexity that lingers. Yeah, it lingers. I don't know what else I can say there. Before I spoil anything more, let's talk about the box office and the awards. As of this recording and posting, the film shows a small box office take, $92,620 domestically, $44,666 internationally, giving it a worldwide take of $137,286. Critically, the film has a very high 95% tomato meter from 43 critic reviews, but no audience reviews, so no popcorn meter. Award season-wise, after its premiere at Venice, the film won the Best Director for Authors Under 40 Award and the NetPack Award, as well as a nod for Best Film in the Venice Horizons Award category. It was a Best Cinematography nominee at the Critics' Choice Documentary Awards, and in addition to the Film Festival and Critics' Circle's recognitions, the film is also currently a nominee for Outstanding Directorial Achievement in a Documentary Film by the Directors Guild of America. As for its Oscar chances, while there's still a few more I need to see from the shortlist, I have to say for what this film does and how they execute it, I would definitely say that this deserves to be in the mix because it's a fascinating documentary approach. But I guess we'll see what happens tomorrow. Where do I land? For me, Mistress Dispeller is a fascinating 4-star look at modern relationships. If you would like to catch this one, it is currently available for digital rental or purchase on most platforms. All right. Thank you all for joining me for episode 45 of Award Season Review Season 4. We're going to be doing this every day for the next 53 days, so make sure you stay with me. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends, drop your thoughts in the comments. You can follow me everywhere on social platforms, on Letterboxd, and of course, head over to cinephilemike.com for even more reviews and movie goodies. I'll be back tomorrow with the next review, but until then, this is Cinephile Mike saying take a break and watch something new.